Hi YouTube. I've got a day off work today. It's my birthday this weekend, so I've taken a couple of days off either side. I'm going to go out and do a few bits and bobs, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to just do a quick update on the layout. Got the track laid. I've actually run a couple of test trains and they ran quite well. I was quite pleased actually with the kind of operating that it generated. So I thought I'd just give you a quick overview of how the track plan's looking, and then later on today I'll probably just run the train and I'll film that and then stick that together towards the end of the video. So okay, so tracing the route into the layout, this is where the track comes in off the fiddle staging area on the left. Now I've just got some objects loosely placed just to give me a feel and kind of a reminder, if you like. So this is where I'm looking at a small service road crossing over as the train comes out between the trees. On the back scene there, I'm just having a look in, speaking English, having a look at just having some very low relief, or perhaps even the shadows of the tall buildings and warehouses behind. So in the front we've got Midland Transload. You see there's a Southern Boxcar parked there at the moment, and into the runaround, and then where that glue bottle is in the tank there, that's where Nick's Oils is going to be. And then next to that on that spur we have the Arendt warehouse, and again these are just mock-ups that I've knocked up using some mounting board just to get me a feel for the sort of size and shape that I want there. And then down towards the end we move towards Petar Feeds, so we're going to have some sort of silos at the front there where the off spot is, and then a couple of spots, the third one actually going into the building. And I'm thinking of perhaps sort of fencing that area off a little bit as well. And then some pretty low level scenics around the front, a bit of scrub, that kind of thing. So very basic. But I have run a train using the Switchlist program which brought in 5 cars and took out 4, which I thought might be the test of the limit of the size. And actually 5 cars sat quite comfortably in that runaround, and it was challenging enough to be interesting, and I had a good little operating session. And I think some of my fears about whether it was going to be too similar to Brett were allayed, because it's not. And it's given me confidence that this plan should work okay. So catch you in a bit.